When I first got started creating videos here on YouTube about Sublime Text, the first series of videos was common questions, things that are commonly asked about Sublime Text. We've covered a lot of information in those tutorials. There's a ton of information more to come because Sublime Text is just around the corner. We're going to be doing coverage on Sublime Merge and how to use it to make your Get operations more Sublime, how to set up your Sublime environment in a getting started with Sublime Text environment, covering commonly used packages that I get asked about like LSP and other great things like that. However, I do get asked a few other common questions not directly related to Sublime Text itself. So today we're going to get some common answers to common questions about OdatNurd. Hey, hello fellow Sublime Text fanatics, OdatNurd here. Welcome to this week's video about me. Now, people ask me a lot of questions about Sublime Text in a lot of different places. On the Discord, in the comment section, here on the forum, Stack Overflow, in direct messages, in a variety of different places, in email sometimes as well. And those comments and questions end up as videos you see here on the channel. People ask a question, I will try to create, as best as I can, a video that describes the problem and how to solve that particular thing. However, some of those questions do end up being not about Sublime Text per se, but about me in general or my process in creating videos and things like that. And since a lot of the videos on the channel here are related to answering commonly asked things, I thought we'd do the exact same thing here today with commonly asked questions about me. Now, this is actually something that is mildly culled from the very first live stream we did here on this channel way back at the start of the month. There's going to be a link to the playlist for that down in the description below if you'd like to go in and see more, because I've only plucked a few of the questions that were asked there for use here in this particular video. And while you're going down there into the comment section, maybe use the buttons to thumb, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell notification icon, because there's other great content coming to the channel. Videos like this, videos like tutorials, videos on Sublime Text 4, even those live streams that you're not going to want to miss. So let's dive in, shall we? When is Sublime Text 4 going to be publicly released? The release date for Sublime Text 4 is when it's ready. I don't have any special information behind the scenes related to that, and the developers haven't stated if they have an idea when it might actually be either. This isn't really a question about me per se, but it is a question that I get asked a lot across all different mediums, so I thought that I'd cover that here. Remember, though, that if you are a user of Sublime Text and you have a license for Sublime Text 3, you can jump into the Sublime Text Discord, go into the announcements channel, download the most recent build, and start using it right away, and start getting familiar with the cool new features that are available in this version. If you're not sure how to do that, I have a video right here on the channel that tells you how to do that and how to run Sublime Text 3 and Sublime Text 4 side by side as well. Hey man, love those shirts. Where can I buy one? I am beyond gratified that people seem to love these shirts so much. Unfortunately, I self-printed them, so there's not a place to buy official Sublime Text merchandise yet. There has been some interest raised about this on the Sublime Text Discord, and some work has gone into at least researching a place to allow Sublime HQ to sell merch, which would include t-shirts. But of course, their focus right now is on getting Sublime Text 4 out the door. But there's a chance that there could be official merchandise in the future. How do you record yourself inside of Sublime Text like that? This is a very commonly asked question, and unfortunately, I hate to break the magic here, but this isn't actually possible inside of Sublime Text per se. This is just an editing trick. I record myself with just regular camera footage, and I also have a color scheme that I created that turns the content of the window area of a Sublime Text window green, allowing me to chroma key it out and make it transparent so I can overlay it on top of my camera footage. I love the content of your videos. Keep up the good work. Can you tell me a little bit about how you create them? Videos on the channel are created with a combination of Camtasia, Reaper, and HitFilm Pro. I use Camtasia to record my screen as well as my audio. I use Reaper to take the audio that I've recorded and sweeten it up to make it sound as good as I possibly can. I use HitFilm Pro in order to pull the video footage off of the camera that I use to record what you're looking at right now. I sweeten up the video a little bit, shrink it down where needed for the inset portions of the video where I appear down here in these windows down in the corner. Combine that audio with the sweetened audio and then bring the whole thing back into Camtasia for final editing and assemblage for uploading to Sublime Text. All things told, it takes a few hours of time to record the footage and then another 8 hours or so to put the final video together as you see it here. If we want to talk about other software that I use in this process, I do use something called MindMaster, which is a simple mind map software that I use to create the bullet points for topics I'm going to talk about. And of course, most importantly, I use Sublime Text in my videos as well. What font do you use? I use a font called Yosevka, which is a freely available font, and I have slightly modified it to make the characters just a little bit wider than the standard version. I use this font right here in the videos on the channel, as well in live streams that I do on the channel, and also in the Twitch live streams that I do with software development as well. If you're interested in trying out this font or my particular variation of it, look down in the description of the video. You'll find a link to a zip file that you can download and install to try this out yourself. Can you tell me the theme and color scheme that you're using here for your videos? For videos where I'm using Sublime Text 3, the color scheme is going to be Monokai, which is the default color scheme that comes in those versions and ships with Sublime. And the theme that I'm using is the adaptive theme, which is not the default theme because default is the default theme. Here in Sublime Text 4, however, the color scheme that I'm using is Mariana, which is the new default color scheme, although Monokai is still available. And I'm still using the adaptive theme, although now there are two different default themes that ship with Sublime Text, a light and a dark, which would be used by default, as the name suggests. I'd love to talk to you more about the videos that you're creating. Do you have a Discord? Historically, the answer to this question would have been no, but it's now officially yes, soon. Previously, I would have said that I don't have my own Discord, and if you want help with Sublime Text, the official Sublime Text Discord is the best place to do that because a large segment of the community as a whole hangs out there, which increases the target audience of any question that you have, which increases the chances that you're going to get a satisfactory answer out of your very question. However, I've been getting asked a lot lately if I have my own custom Discord, not for getting help with Sublime Text per se, but for other topics related to Sublime Text and my place in the community, such as the topic of videos here on the channel, or the topic of the live streams I do on the channel, or the topic of the live streams I do on Twitch, or suggestions and comments and help with the packages that I create for Sublime Text, like Override Audit and HyperHelp and Snappy, to name but three of them. And those are all things that seem like they're niche enough that they do perhaps would be best served by a custom place for us to hang out and discuss that without cluttering up the official Sublime Text Discord for people that aren't necessarily interested in that sort of thing. So, work for getting our own custom Discord is in fact underway, and stay tuned for the details. Is it okay to provide video suggestions? The answer to that question is three words: yes, yes, and yes. By all means, please do yes, provide suggestions for videos here on the channel. In fact, suggestions for videos is what drives the content on this channel as a whole. Whether those suggestions for videos are implicit by asking a question down in the comments section, or on the forum, or on Stack Overflow, or on the Discord, or any number of other places, or explicitly when someone says, hey, could you do a video on this topic? That is how topics appear here in videos on the channel. And feel free to use any of those locations to make suggestions for videos, including the soon to be coming Discord, which has a very special section set off to the side for suggesting video topics as well. And of course, you're going to want to use those buttons down below the video to thumb, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell notification icon, so after you make your suggestion, you can see the video that results. Whether I see you in one of the live streams that I do fairly regularly, or in the next video, this is OdatNurd, hoping you had a sublime day.